What is going on? This is Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when the monkey mouth wants to take over. This is the Shangodiac for all the goddamn Capricorns, okay? The Capris out there. Yes, yes, the goats of the zodiac. Um, Before we get into that though, I'm looking at your cards right now. Bet you want to know what they say too, don't you? Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. If I forgot to mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that order, the order of operations. Okay. So before we get into that, also, your reading over here. Can't forget this particular Shangodiac episode is brought to you by the Quantum Bruja doll. That's right. Go ahead and throw me one. Sometimes you gotta put the missus to work there. Yes. Well, this is mine. Everybody knows mine. Okay. Mini go. Okay. But I just took him off the altar. I have more work to do with him tonight, which is actually me. But if you want a way to really work your occult sciences, I know a lot of you Capricorns are into some occult shit, or else you wouldn't even be watching no Papa Shangito, okay? You'd be watching some other whack ass tarot reader, okay? Yeah, this is cartomancy, okay? We do a playing cards over here, okay? But anyways, this is a definite way right now. And I mean, come on. You ain't got no job. You ain't got nowhere to go. You might as well accumulate spiritual power. You might as well channel it. You might as well start to figure out, not even figure out, because that's more of an intellect thing. You want to go beyond the intellect, okay? Other realms, other perspectives. Find out the mysteries of this reality as to how you can shape and change your reality at will, okay? Quantum Bruja doll is exactly what this is for. You may have heard of quantum jumping. The model for quantum jumping is this. For anything you want to do that you feel you're lacking right now, let's say maybe you want to lose weight, there is a version of yourself that already exists in an alternate parallel universe that has the ideal body that you want. You can communicate with this other version of yourself. You can even basically jump into that version of yourself or pull some of that version of you, their essence, into you. Okay. Or, making the switch, the switch in consciousness required to have that body. You know what I'm saying? Because they think certain things that you don't think. They do certain things that you don't do, and they don't do a lot of shit that you probably do. So it's a quick way to really expedite that process. Well, you can use this is what this tool is for. It's exactly what it is. I know it looks funny. Ha ha ha, it's cute. Oh, it's a mini Shango. Ha ha ha. Don't be fucking fooled, is what I'm saying to you. Don't be fucking fooled, all right? This is powerful, powerful spiritual technology, okay? Yes, in this case, it might be a little handsome spiritual technology, but don't be fucking fooled, all right? Now, let's get into. Say that one more time. Let's get in. Don't be fucking fooled, all right? You're sitting there rubbing yourself out. How many times you gonna do that a day? You might as well use that energy and make changes that are going to actually mean something to you, okay? You might over there jacking off, oh, for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just wasting shit. You might as well use that energy for something, okay? But I've spoken enough about that. You want more on that? Go to Bora's Bruja Boutique. Don't worry, the link will be in the description box. If you can't find the description box, then you got big problems. Okay, but yeah, let's get to your reading now, Capricorn. Okay, so these are I did six. Well, I did three main cards, three cards underneath, which is kind of like giving a little bit more into the story. So we'll deal with the first two in the way that they showed up for you. All right. Five of clubs, four of spades. All right. Now, what this five of clubs is talking about to me is a major change of mind. Okay. There's a lot of restlessness going on with a lot of you Capricorns, as I can see right now. I'm feeling it totally. And also, some of your other cards are showing me straight up they're snitching on you. They're snitching on you. They're telling. Okay. Now, behind this, we see the Four of Spades reversed. It's coming through reverse. Okay. Usually, the Four of Spades is also about rest, recovery, recuperation, stuff like that. So, even though maybe you're not trying to be stuck indoors right now, you guys are usually used to being so busy. You know, you guys love being busy. Um, and to be in this kind of situation, I mean, you can still make yourself busy if you so see fit. But I see also, um, well, this is maybe off note kind of, but I do see also that there's some verbal arguments. I'm hearing like verbal arguments, you know, with somebody. You arguing with somebody, you know, words are thrown, you know. Thing about words being thrown, once you throw them, you can't unthrow them. Unfortunately, some of you some of you like to cut deep with your words. I get it, you know. But back to this. There's something stopping that rest, recovery, recuperation. And of course that could be a whole bunch of different things. There could be some well, there's definitely, to me honestly, there is I feel like there's an element of self-sabotage here, okay? When we're talking about self-sabotage, we're talking about a behavior that we know intellectually is not serving us anymore on whatever level, yet we still manage to keep doing it. And the truth of the matter is, your subconscious mind somehow at this point, evidently, still views this behavior as something that is still benefiting Yah, you and the subconscious mind, or else you wouldn't do it. Okay. So, what may be needed here is also, I'm just going to make a suggestion for some of you. All right, is that you may want to look into now utilizing some of this time that you have to do some self hypnosis. Self hypnosis is an excellent way to get down to the get down with your subconscious mind. Okay. Once again, first two cards right here. And of course, yes, some of you are reeling from um, the instability feeling of not working, the instability of work itself or what was work, your old life. I do feel too that there's a feeling of grief, you know. There's like all of a sudden it seemed like I woke up and my whole reality has changed, you know, and in essence it did. It's almost as if you shifted from one dimension to another. And this one is very similar to the one you just came from, except the difference is suck, donkey, dick. Okay. So just like you shifted dimensions in this way or in this fashion, you can also shift dimensions in other fashions, which is why I even brought up the quantum Bruja doll in the first place. All right. But yeah, that's what's going on here as far as that goes. And there is some redeeming news here, though. Okay. Now, what we have here is a Four of Hearts reversed. Okay. We also have my good friend, the Six of Spades. This is also known as the Karma card. Okay. This is a heavy karma card. Okay. Heavy implication anyway. But since yours is not reversed, this is actually good news. We'll get into that in just a second. But I could feel when the Four of Hearts is reversed, and I said this too also going into this year, the four is, you need the four in order to build. The four, think of the four as your foundation. Without a foundation, you can't build a building. You can't do anything. So the four, the foundation is also the plans. The foundation is literally the physical foundation, you know, that you will build the rest of the building on, or whatever it is. In this case of this analogy, let's just say a building, okay? The problem is every number has a higher octave and every number has a lower octave, just like everything has a yin and everything has a yang. Everything has a positive, everything has a negative, okay? Simple shit. I think you know that already, right? But in its lower octave, the 4 is restrictive. As going through this human experience, we always have these points where we want security, we want safety, we want everything to just be everything, basically, and that gets boring after a while. So we step off kind of into the unknown. In order to change, we need to break off from the 4 into that 5, or from the 6 into that 7, you know, or even from the 2 into the 3. Okay. Notice all these odd numbers. They're like, you don't know what's, and we all have these moments in our lives. Okay. But this is showing me how when the 4 also, and plus the year 2020 is a 4 year, 2 plus 2 is 4. In its lowest nature, the 4 acts like a fucking prison. It stands for a prison. 4 walls of your cell. Now look at us. Now look at you. Basically confined in the 4 walls of your home. Okay? So, but I do have some good news for you. And I want you to take this good news to heart, okay? This is the 6 of spades. 6 of spades, this is Cap. Cap, 6 of spades. How you doing? All right, cool. This card is like kind of like the great equalizer. This is the card represents a smoothing out of affairs. Okay? I don't care if your car blows up tomorrow. You're going to find a bag of money, something to offset it. Now this is, of course, usually based off of what kind of seeds, if you will, that you have been planting up until this moment. Okay? What kind of deeds, what kind of intentions have you been putting out there? How you been treating people? Have you been a greasy little son of a bitch? Or have you been just a cool person and, I don't want to say nice, but, you get what I'm saying. Well, in this case, if this reading resonates with you, you've been cool. You've been doing your best to be what you consider to be a good person. And it's going to show. The roosters are going to come home to roost. Okay? This means that like anything that happens, that it's going to offset it in a positive way, though. Okay? Like I said, if your car blows up tomorrow, you're going to find a bag of money. Or somehow it's going to end up, whatever happens, whatever lemons may happen, you are going to have a sweet, sweet, refreshing glass of lemonade. Okay? Bet your ass on that. Bet your little horny goat ass on that. Okay? Word to burger, baby. Word to burger. That's what I'm telling you. That's my word. Even in the midst of all this bullshit, things are still going to end up working out for you. This is a crucial time, and I know you need this. Now, points to be considered about, as far as I'm concerned, there's a change of, some of you need to really stay on top of shit as far as your own mental life and your emotional life, because I see some of you kind of like going on a trajectory to being depressed, and you really want to catch yourself. You don't want to go there, okay? You really want to, become aware of these things and, deal with these things, because I can see, first of all, there's a worry about money, obviously. Who isn't, a lot of people, I guess. I wouldn't say who, because I'm not worried about money, and some of us aren't, and some of us are. Doesn't matter how much you have either, or how much you don't have. You can be a millionaire right now. How many times you heard of millionaires jumping off windows because some stock went whatever, or because something, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how much you have. The more you have, sometimes the more you're going to worry, depending on who you are, I guess you could say. But yeah, there is that. But the other thing about this is feeling like you're losing yourself just little by little, devaluing yourself little by little. Are you putting up with certain things that that you shouldn't? You know what I'm saying? That takes away from you little by little, chips away from your self-worth, and also it, I guess, chips away from your self-image. How you see yourself diminishes every time, little by little by little. You can only go so far as your self-image is. As your self-image is how far equates equally to how far you can go. If you haven't seen yourself, if you aren't seeing yourself as this type of person already, it's going to be a long while. It's not going to happen. And if it does happen, it's not going to last. Your self-image is definitely like your thermostat. You can't go too much past it, and you can't go too much below it. It's just the way it is, okay? I didn't make the rules up here. And behind this, like I said, this is that Eight of Hearts reversed. A change of heart also. Possibly even a change of disposition. Like I said, some of you Caps need to watch out, because if you're not careful, you can find yourself in depressed land. And that ain't going to do a goddamn thing for you. Not a goddamn thing for you. Okay? So listen up, Papa Shangito. If I was you, I would take some time, if you haven't been already, and just start journaling, even 5 minutes a day, 3 minutes a day. What's it going to hurt? You can only gain from that. Peace and blessings, you horny goat, you.